Royalist Resistance Coalition, EAM, protested that this order was a stratagem to disarm their troops while leaving Royalist forces armed. The answer of EAM was to mobilize its members, liberals and communists, in a mass demonstration. Upon the unarmed marchers, Greek police opened fire, killing 23 and wounding over 100. Throughout Athens, violence spread beyond the power of Papandreou's police to control, and within 24 hours, Greece was on the verge of civil war. The resistance veterans of Elas, fighting branch of EAM, brought out the weapons with which they had fought the Germans throughout the occupation to defend themselves against the Royalist police. By the end of the first day of battle, they had seized control of 21 out of the 24 police stations in Athens. As the situation got out of hand, British troops took up positions facing the Elas forces and, with the help of tanks, went into action against resistance concentrations in the tenement district below the stadium. Royal Air Force planes joining in the pitched battle strafed this district and Elas command posts. As the British drove resistance forces out of Athens, the fighting gave way to an uneasy truce. With sporadic sniping still going on, Field Marshal Sir Harold Alexander, Supreme Allied Commander in the Mediterranean area, arrived on the scene. For in London, the Greek uprising had aroused furious criticism among the British people over their government's methods in Greece. Newspaper editorials, public meetings, and protests caused serious embarrassment to the Churchill government. From H.G. Wells, historian and social prophet, came a stinging denunciation. Then, on Christmas Day, 1944, a deeply concerned Prime Minister arrived in Athens, accompanied by Foreign Minister Anthony Eden. Churchill was determined, whatever the personal or political risk might be, to find a way to end the bloodshed, and at the same time to protect British interests. To British headquarters was summoned the venerable prelate Damaskinos, Archbishop of all Greece, who had survived the German occupation without losing the respect of the resistance. The British envoys maintained that British troops were in Greece to prevent civil war and to help guarantee fair elections. But the real British aim, Churchill's critics claimed, was to safeguard at all costs British interest in the Near East and along the Suez Canal lifeline by establishing in Greece a government impervious to Soviet influence. Such critics were hardly placated by Churchill's next move, which made Archbishop Damaskinos regent of Greece. The Damaskinos regency brought no lasting tranquility to a nation passionately divided on how its political future should be shaped. The most extreme adherents of the exiled Greek king today are banded together in secret factions called X-groups, which the government has ordered dissolved. But less hot-headed than many members of this royalist faction is their military leader, General George Grivas. All royalist parties still hope to see George II return to Athens as king, with the friendship of the British government. Equally vociferous, Greece's Communist Party, once led by George Tsiantos, presents a strongly disciplined opposition. But though the communists claim to be Greek patriots first and communists next, today the British Labour government considers their present chief, Nicholas Zachariadis, too close to Moscow, fears they might seize power on behalf of Russia. Between these extremes are some 35 political parties.